Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. I hope you all are fine. So today we are going to start geography chapter number 4. The name of the chapter is air. It is a very interesting and it's a very knowledgeable chapter. We need to know about the air. So our earth is surrounded by a huge blanket of air. It is called atmosphere. All living beings need air for their survival. Without air, we cannot stay in this earth. Without air, at the daytime, the our earth become very hot that we cannot survive there, and at night it will become frozen. So let me discuss the components of air, the ratio of gases in the air. So in this diagram you can see there are 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.3% carbon dioxide, argon is 93%. So actually oxygen is 20.90 or 95. It is considered as 21%. So beside these two big gases, we find carbon dioxide, helium, ozone, argon, and hydrogen are found in lesser quantities and amounts. So the nitrogen is the most plentiful air on the atmosphere. It takes 78%. All living things needs also nitrogen. We take nitrogen into our lungs and exhale it. After when we breathe, we take some nitrogen. And also plants take nitrogen for their survival, but they don't take directly nitrogen from the air. They take from a bacteria that live in the soil, and roots of some plants take nitrogen from the air and change it from so that soil can use it. Now the second most plentiful gas is oxygen. It is 21%. So here oxygen, human beings and animals take oxygen for their survival. Green plants produce oxygen during the photosynthesis, and human beings and animals take oxygen for their own breathing and survival. And it is very important that carbon dioxide and oxygen should be in proportional. If it is get imbalanced, then we get disturbed. Our airs also get disturbed. Carbon dioxide is another important gases. Green plants take carbon dioxide for their food through photosynthesis system. The amount of carbon dioxide released by the human beings and animals, it's taken by trees, and it's release oxygen which we take through our breathing. The balance of carbon dioxide is increasing because of the fossil fuels, and increasing of carbon dioxide, its effects on our weather and climate also. So here is one greenhouse and global. We will discuss it later. First of all, we need to understand what is air and its compositions and structures. So this we discussed about these three gases. This is nitrogen. Keep it in your mind: nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. These are important, very much important. Others also important for us, but these three are most useful. Now we are going to discuss about structure of the atmosphere. There are 5 layers in our atmosphere. These are the troposphere, the lowest layer, and then stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So the troposphere, look at this diagram, and you can see troposphere. It is the lowest from our soil to up to 12 kilometers or 13 kilometers. In this book here written 13 kilometers, but actually it is 20 kilometers. But after 30 kilometers, 12 kilometers or 13 kilometers, you can't take breathe properly. This is why we take as 13 kilometers is troposphere. In this layer here is written 13 kilometers. So we exist, all the living beings are exist in this air. It is all the weather phenomena like rainfall, fogs, hailstorm occurs in this layer. And then stratosphere. Stratosphere is up to 50 kilometers. This from here to that much it is 50 kilometer. So one of the most important thing is the ozone layer is exists here, which protect us from the rays of the blue rays of the sun. So this layer almost free from clouds and etc. Anything is not there. Flight with the big flights fly through the stratosphere, and ozone layer is also there. Then the next one is mesosphere. Mesosphere is that much. It is 80 kilometers. So the all the meteorites which come from the space, it's get burns there. We can see some at night also some meteorites burning and falling into our earth. So it burns in this mesosphere. Mesosphere is too much hot. It's almost 1600 Celsius degree as heat in here, degree Celsius heat in this mesosphere. So the height is 80 kilometers. Okay. And then thermosphere. The thermosphere is rise very rapidly increasing height. It is extend between 80 to 400 kilometers. This layer helps us all the radio stations and all the our satellites are in thermosphere. Radio stations, radio waves, and all our the phone calling stations or everything is in this tier, in this place. And then exosphere. Exosphere is the most upper part, and it's almost 10,000 kilometers, not written in here, but this exosphere is 10,000 kilometers nearby. Here you can find nitrogen mostly, and this layer is very thin air. Light gases like helium and hydrogen float into the space from there. So that much our chapter. Now we are going to discuss about the what is greenhouse. That we discuss. Carbon dioxide released in the atmosphere creates a greenhouse effect by trapping the heat radiated from the earth. It is therefore called greenhouse. The carbon dioxide which we released, it creates a greenhouse effect which protects sun rays from our bad sun rays, protects the earth from the bad sun rays, and gases without it earth would be too cold. These gases protect us, otherwise our earth would be too cold or otherwise too hot at the daytime. So atmosphere increase due to the atmosphere is in when its level is in atmosphere increase due to the factory and smoke burning and so many kinds of fossil fuels, these things make it heat, and due to these our global warming is increasing. And the effect of global warming is our sea level is rising, and the icebergs, melting of icebergs, and also the weather is getting very hot also due to the global warming, because it disturbed by the too much carbon dioxide. So greenhouse and global warming is this, and today our chapter is and up to that, sorry, our discussion is and up to that much. So next we will discuss rest of the chapter. Read this chapter, it is very important and we need to know it about the our atmosphere. It is ratio of the gases and the steps of the gas spheres or weathers. Thank you so much.